Thank you very much for being here and being able to have a truly unique experience, if you will. Mitch Levin asked me a question a few weeks ago. He said, "Why should I come to New York with you?" And I said very seriously, and it came out very fast, for several reasons, two in particular. One, it is rare in life that you get recognized for what you do.
While you're alive.
While you're alive, yeah. I can't tell you about the other part. And number two is that it's the first time of an event. When we started this, or Nick and I started talking about it, and we're being creative about it, we were sitting in the Roosevelt Hotel where we do some of our events. We were sitting in a little small area in the Roosevelt Hotel, and if you do some events with us, someday you'll go to that because it's an exciting place to be. And our thoughts were about that spot in that small little theater was the start of the Academy Awards. It was smaller than this. And so Nick and I said, you know, the one people who are not really recognized out there are the thought leaders, the people that write all the stuff, the people that put their ideas on paper and share it with the world. Because that's the way, in a lot of ways, I got my education, is learning to read and read some of the thoughts of the gentleman that we're here to honor tonight. So from that moment of sitting in that room and thinking about the future and having, as what Michael Gerber called today, the vision of what you're going to do, Nick and I thought about what we could have here for all of the authors. Not just us. We're going to start with us. But it will someday be for all of the authors. And you will all sit in a room someday much bigger than this one today and share with us, I was there. I was there on the first night of the first time that they presented the awards. And frankly, that's pretty cool. You don't get that many chances. So when we thought about that, we thought very hard, well, you know, we're going to have all these people here. We're going to go to New York. It's going to be a great event. We're going to put it all off. Who can we have as the guy that had the legend, the person that we want to recognize first for his lifetime achievement? Because there are a lot of people that have wonderful lifetime achievements. So we thought about that and we kicked it around back and forth. But it didn't take us long to think about the guy that we're going to recognize tonight and who you were blessed just as I was blessed to hear his story today in great detail. Today, or this year, is his 25th anniversary. It's kind of unique. We didn't think about that. It also being his first anniversary for getting this honor. And we hope he'll come back from year to year to see and share with us the other people that follow him in getting this Lifetime Achievement Award, which is pretty cool. So when you think about it, it didn't take us long, really, to say, who is the guy that represents entrepreneurship? Who is the person that has actually made an impact in our life? And because I'm slightly older than Nick, in particular in my life. Because early on I was reading his stuff. Early on I was touched by the story of the entrepreneur. My father had a hardware store. His family had a hardware store. He was a hardware store guy. But he didn't understand, because nobody was there to teach him. He didn't have a thought leader to back him. He didn't understand what it then took to be the entrepreneur. He didn't have the opportunity to read the stories and thoughts that Michael Gerber has put out. So tonight we're not representing or recognizing just a guy that has written a best-selling book, 2 best-selling books, multiple best-selling books. We're recognizing a guy, a man, that has touched the lives of millions of people. And we talked about that today. It's pretty cool. when you can touch the lives with your own words of millions of people and change their life, well, what's better than that? So tonight, I would like for you to join me with a very sincere and warm welcome to our family, because this is our family. A very sincere, warm welcome to Michael Gerber. Thank you, Michael, for being here. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, thank you very, very much. I am thrilled to be here. And it's true that you truly don't know, despite how many people speak to you about it, the difference you make in people's lives. The difference that's made when they read something that you've written that came from an epiphany, as I said to you earlier today, that came from a realization, a remarkable insight into why it is that most businesses don't work, and that there is something that every single one of us can do about it. And that there is a way that every single individual who decides to start a company, to go out on his or her own, there is a way to succeed at that, absolutely predictably. And there's a way to fail at it. And as remarkable as it is, so many people choose to fail at it, despite the fact that they begin with such passion, such commitment to become their own boss, to become self-employed, to become the one who makes it as opposed to the one who simply slaves away in a job somewhere, doing it, busy. And then comes the third year or the fourth year or the fifth year, and they suddenly come to the realization it wasn't what they had imagined it to be. Or at least they weren't who they imagined themselves to be. And that's truly the most tragic part of it, because in fact they were. In fact, that entrepreneur does live inside of every single one of us, I'm absolutely certain, but she has to be brought out, he has to be brought out in a way that inspires him, inspires her to go beyond what I've called doing it, busy, to become someone who transcends their lives rather than simply works in them to make a living. And so to me, to write a book, to tell a story that's true, to tell a story that breaks through, to tell a story that in fact touches the hearts of millions of readers, and it has, is a remarkable thing. It's a remarkable thing because, as I've said to you already today, I'm soon to be 75, and I realize that here I am at 75, having started an odyssey later than most people in their lives, without any idea whatsoever that I would be here speaking to you today, or that what I've done has had such a profound impact on so many people. So I'm thrilled to accept this. I'm thrilled that the two gentlemen who have given this to me and to you have in fact started their own vision, their own Academy of Awards, their own recognition of people who have an impact in the lives of other people and who have had an impact on them. And that's the significant part of all of this for every single one of you. What's your dream? What's your vision? What's your purpose? What's your mission? What is it that you're setting out to do in what I call today this age of the new entrepreneur? The new entrepreneur is unlike anyone ever who preceded him. The new entrepreneur knows that he or she is here to transform the world. And in order to transform the world, you have to transcend the world. And in order to transcend the world, you got to get beyond yourself. This is not about me. This is not about you. This is about something we truly, truly, truly don't understand, but we will. And that's the passion. And that's the love of it all. So again, I want to thank you all. I'm honored. And it's a treasure to be with you. And I hope to see you every single year for the next 100 as we do it again. Thank you.